Sit. Oh, Sharon.
Morning, everybody. As you know, Minister Sonia, Dr. Ashley Singh, Tia, and where is he's not here? Mrs. Lord have mercy. And Marcia, with the no strange faces to the students. Um, we launched a program, what, a year ago? February of this year. Uh, the coders, the nearshoring job program with the Canadians. We were targeting 2,000 students. We have about how many on the program now?
Just about over 500 graduates finished now.
Over 500 would have finished the program now. Well, they're waiting on their results.
Yes.
We have another new ones registered. The next batch will be 400, but we still have place for another 1,000.
Yes.
And this is a program that we're replicating throughout the Caribbean now. So we wanted to demonstrate the success of this program. As you know, the students here this morning, we have 10 students who have done exceedingly well in developing apps. And the students here are part of cohort 1. They have completed the full stack developer course at Toronto Metropolitan University on December the 11th, and they're now awaiting their grades. I'm very confident that they've all done well based on the feedback I have from your tutors. These students and their colleagues are currently undergoing resume writing coaching and will be soon, they soon will commence their job interview training after the Christmas break. They'll also be trained on how to secure employment contracts using popular technology job placement portals such as Upwork, Indeed, and what's the other one called? Favor? That is it? Right. Uh, so far, we have hundreds of job opportunities lined up, and this is what the program was about, linking the training with jobs for graduates, salaries ranging from 30,000 US dollars to 40,000 US dollars annually. So this is what we were talking about when we want to have the highest skilled human resource asset in Guyana. Investing in upscaling, investing in your future. These were young people who had an interest in technology but got this opportunity, and they grabbed this opportunity. The job titles include junior software developer, front-end designer, mobile app developer. Employers will include the banks, insurance companies, accounting firms, and commerce companies. This one, Guyana Digital, has now expanded itself. We now have the One Caribbean Digital that will be launched. I want to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Singh, Sonia, uh, Marcia, Tia, and the entire team, especially from Canada, Tia, who has been doing a lot of work for us on this program and now for the region. I want to thank them for the tremendous effort. Before I ask Ashley and Sonia to say a few words, we will now go into the demonstration by the young people. They'll show you what they've worked on, what they've accomplished, but more importantly, this is aimed at encouraging other Guyanese, young Guyanese, to join the program because we're investing heavily in this program. We want 2,000 persons in the program, and we are going to grow that program even beyond 2,000. As much young people, as much Guyanese as possible who are interested. I know a lot of technicians are looking on, these young boys in the office here too, from NCN, and because they have a great interest, even from E-Networks. They're good young technology people and technicians from all the media outlets. I think this is an opportunity for you to get into this program, do the certification, and have an opportunity to expand income. So over to the young people. Who's going to start here? Please. Yeah. All in your hands. Maybe you can tell them your experience too. You may need to take these up there. What do you have? Tell them your experience first before you go. And this is just a sample set. But this sample is a very special sample from what I've heard.
Good morning, Your Excellency, Mr. President, Minister Ashley Singh, Minister Sonia Parag, esteemed guests, colleagues, and media personnel. My name is Fidel Azim, and I'm honored to be here today. I've recently completed a full-stack developer course through the One Guyana Digital Initiative. Excuse me, please. I've recently completed a full-stack developer course through the One Guyana Digital Initiative, sponsored by the Government of Guyana, the Government of Canada, and funded by Toronto Metropolitan University. This experience has been transformative, equipping me with the skills to build impactful digital solutions. My first project presentation is a single-page website created for Anime Hub Guyana, a local anime merchandise business in Berbice. Previously, Anime Hub relied heavily on social media for orders, which limited its outreach and made managing customer requests challenging. This new website changes that by providing user-friendly shopping where customers can view products, place orders, and see total costs, including shipping, instantly. It also reinforces the company's brand identity with a clean and recognizable design, fostering greater credibility and customer trust. Additionally, by securely storing order information and customer data, the platform enables Anime Hub to scale more effectively and streamline its day-to-day operations. To understand how this website works, imagine a restaurant. The front end is the dining area and the menu. It's what you see and what you use to choose your meal. The middleware acts like the waiter, taking your order from the dining area to the kitchen and bringing back what you requested. Meanwhile, the back end is the kitchen, where all the ingredients, data, and code come together to create exactly what you asked for. While you only see the dining area, the waiter and kitchen are working behind the scenes to ensure every request you make results in a smooth, satisfying experience. By moving from informal social media sales to a dedicated online storefront, Anime Hub can engage a broader audience, improve customer satisfaction, and position itself as a competitive player in the digital marketplace. As we move from supporting local businesses to strengthening our tourism sector, let's consider Guyana's growing popularity as a travel destination. Between 2016 and 2020, the number of visitors has risen significantly. About 235,000 arrivals in 2016, up to an estimated 350,000 in 2024. Although there was a notable dip in 2020, which can be attributed to the global travel restrictions. The steady rebound in subsequent years reflects growing international interest in our country's unique landscapes, cultural heritage, ecotourism, and business opportunities. This upward trend highlights the need for a more comprehensive, user-friendly digital tools that helps visitors discover the best that Guyana has to offer. To address this demand, My second project focuses on creating an application that not only guides travelers to hidden gems and reputable services, but also supports local communities and businesses as our tourism industry expands. Next, I would like to provide Mr. President and the ministers with my phone just to have a demonstration of how the app would look. Once it ends, just use the finger and you can restart it with the light.
Go to next. You want me to go to next?
Yes. Discover Guyana. Discover Guyana is a mobile application designed to help visitors and locals explore our beautiful country with ease. It enables users to find and securely book accommodations, trips, tours, offering a smooth and reliable planning experience from start to finish. The app keeps travelers informed with real-time updates on weather conditions, transportation changes, and safety alerts, ensuring they can adjust their plans confidently as they move from one destination to the next. Beyond essential information, Discover Guyana fosters a sense of community by encouraging authentic reviews and recommendations. This community-driven approach helps highlight hidden gems, build trust, and create meaningful connections between visitors and local service providers. To further enhance this experience, the app features a reward system that grants users points that can be used for booking and redeemed for discounts on future adventures, thereby encouraging more exploration and repeat visits. Additionally, the app offers offline access to maps and essential information, ensuring that even in remote areas, no traveler misses out on the wonders that Guyana has to offer. As more visitors embrace the natural beauty and cultural richness of our nation, this application can support sustainable growth in our tourism sector. Future enhancements such as multi-language support and immersive augmented reality features will further enrich the experience, inviting a global audience to engage more deeply with our local communities. The projects I presented today shows what a single trained developer can accomplish just after a few months of intensive learning. Now imagine the potential as more Guyanese acquire these skills. Small businesses thriving online, government services becoming more accessible and efficient, and a local technology ecosystem emerging that can confidently stand on the global stage. I'm deeply grateful to the government of Guyana, the One Guyana Digital Initiative, the Government of Canada, and Toronto Metropolitan University for this opportunity. I look forward to using these skills to serve my country, mentor others, and contribute to a more connected, empowered, and innovative Guyana. Thank you for your time.
Excellent. And I want to thank also Minister Ahmad from Toronto, as I said, Ashley and Sonia, who in very short time put together this entire program. I think we had less than a month in which we put together the program. And I've seen a lot of these young people and the confidence through which that presentation was done also is as a result of the type of tutorship. Congratulations. Well done.
Excellent.
I get to keep the phone?
Nice, very good.
Uh,
Good morning, everyone. My name is my name is Dennis Southwell, and I was great gracious enough to be able to enroll into the One Guyana, One Digital Guyana course. This was a scholarship provided by His Excellency, trying to enable the young people of this country to develop more technical skills to compete against the world market. So, some of the key skills acquired through this course, one was a front end and back end development. I was able to master both front end and back end technology, enabling me to build complete full stack web applications from initial design to final development. Prototyping and designing was another skill we learned from this course. I honed my prototyping skills with Figma and Thunderbolt, allowing me to quickly visualize, test, and iterate on applications and designs before development. Data management with MongoDB. I gained proficiency in managing data efficiently using MongoDB, ensuring robustness and scalability of my applications. So also key skills acquired from this course. This course was able to teach us in the front-end development section. We learned HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now we use these applications and these software language to create our web pages and our applications in the more design aspect. So we are able to scale the wordings and the colors and so on. Backend development with API integration with Python, Node.js, and Express. With this, we were able to find a place to store all this data we will be presenting to the users, also store user information and request and all other type of information. MongoDB expertise, we were able to manage query data using a NoSQL language technology. Prototyping tools, we created engaging designs with Figma and Thunderbolt. So in the HTML and CSS, I learned to create dynamic and responsive website using foundational language HTML and CSS. User-centered design. I also gained a deep understanding of user-centered design principles to create websites that are both visual appealing and easy to navigate. Soft skills learned. So we were able to, I was able to learn project management skill. I was successfully managing my projects on time within the time budget, and in the future I will be able to manage it with the financial budgets as well. Programming, I was able to understand multiple programming language including Python and JavaScript and the other languages. Problem solving, I was able to identify and resolve issues effectively. Team collaboration, working effectively in team environments. Multitasking, handling multiple tasks on multiple projects. Even though these projects were complex, you needed to know when to use which resource and at the right time. Critical thinking, analysis, and analyzing situations objectively, and communication. Empowering Guyana. I plan to use these skills to contribute to innovation and economic growth in my country. I also plan to be committed to helping my country embrace digital transformation, creating new opportunities and solutions. My knowledge will em- empower me to train and mentor the next generation of tech talent in my country. One of the reasons I personally admire this course is I have a speech impediment, and this course allowed me to gain a niche skill which will be able to make myself marketable to employers in this country and beyond this country indeed, seen as a decent amount of jobs require some type of communication. So this will be able to make me more compatible in the market.
You're excellent. You're doing excellent.
Fantastic.
I have to showcase my project.
Fantastic work. So this is your project.
Yes. So this is the demo of my project. So my application is called one moment. Yes, my application is called Epic Go. So Epic Go is a multi-platform application based for all devices. This application will allow users to track their tasks. Basically, it's a task management application that mixes a bit of gamification to keep users more excited and motivated into completing their tasks. The application has onboarding screens so that users will be able to understand what the application is about. It also has a login information so users can create accounts. Now, in this application, users can be able to, for instance, click create a task. They will be able to eventually log the specific task they would like to create, and then the task will be shown here. So whenever user completes a task, they can press the plus sign, and then they will see a notification awarding them of specific awards in the application that will motivate them to continue going on in their task, basically. The application also incentivizes users to complete by having boss battles as well. So this is basically a community experience where users can choose between multiple bosses, and collectively as they complete tasks, they will be able to coordinate and defeat the boss. The application also showcases.
So this can even be used in schools and project management and the
Yes.
project team.
Yes, it's multi-use. It could be used for exercising. It could be used for studying.
Yeah.
Basically, the limit is the user's imagination.
Even in health program, weight loss program.
Yeah.
Exactly. Set
Excellent.
yourself a target.
Great job.
Next person.
Which region are you from? Region 4.
Originally Region 6, currently in Region 4.
Originally Region 6. And which region are you from?
True. Good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here and showcase my project and the skills I've learned in this incredible journey for this past 8 months. For my final project, I developed an app that I think has the potential to revolutionize waste management in Guyana. As we all know, waste management is a very significant issue in our country. This app has features that you could schedule your own waste pickup, and you could receive recycling education. Recycling education will actually make users feel adapt practices to create sustainable practices. So this is the onboarding screen that tells about the app. Users can log in, or new users can sign up. There's also helpful tooltips and real-time validation to enter correct or incorrect password so users know what they're doing. When you sign up, you're greeted with the home screen. On this screen, you can see your upcoming schedule, and you have shortcuts to schedule a new pickup, pay your bill, or contact support. From the home screen, you have access to your user profile, which takes you to the settings, and you could actually enable or disable push notifications for pickup reminders, recycling tips, app updates, educational updates, or payment reminders, and set the frequency that you want to receive these reminders. You could also schedule a new pickup. You just input the address, the type of waste that you want to be picked up, the size of bin that you have, select an available date, which is shown in green, and invalid dates are in gray. Select the time you would like this pickup, and select the frequency if it's a recurring pickup or it's a one-time pickup. You could state any special instructions for the garbage collector, and there's real-time calculation of prices here based on your selection. When you proceed to make your payment, there's secure payment options available, and you could enter your payment details. There's also tooltips to guide you on entering correct information. And there's a two-factor verification screen that you enter a 4-digit code sent to your mobile phone or your email address, depending on your preference. Submitting that will take you to the summary of your pickup schedule. When you're taken to this screen, at the same time, you have a push notification to your device, and this notification can be found in the notification center in the app. Users also have access to education, which is recycling education. They just select from the drop-down a category they're interested in. There's also progress bars to show the user how much content they've used or read, and they could explore tutorials, articles, and quizzes. When users select a quiz, if it's a correct answer, a pop-up will show you if it's correct or incorrect. And when you submit, you could view your explanations, share results, retake the quiz, or view more quizzes, or you could return. I've also added a feature chat support in the app. There's the chatbot, a live agent, and call customer care. When the users select from the list of common queries, it shows as a message from the app, and they get instant response, which saves them time. And they could end the chat and they could rate their experience with the chatbot. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. I'm very sorry, I was a little bit nervous.
No, you did well.
Thank you.
You have to now go and present this to the local companies also.
Right.
C-bonds, so we have to arrange that
Correct.
also. And maybe we should get the private sector involved in listening to some of these app development from you and your colleagues, so because a lot of this is applicable and will help their businesses also.
Thank you.
Next?
Next person.
Who's next? You can go. You did well. So you had other students from around the world in the classes too. This one is tailor-made to our students. And you had a chance to network with all the other kids around Guyana.
Yeah.
There was some students who were able to make some small groups so they could collaborate and
Beautiful.
share and motivate each other, because it's quite a difficult course. So you needed that type of teamwork and come up and team or being able to help each other.
You got to put the hours in.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of late nights. So somebody told me that you have to dedicate a lot of time, maybe 12 hours every day to make it successful, right?
Hi, pleasant good day everyone. My name is Abdul Saban. I'm from Region 5 and I was grateful for the opportunity to be part of the Full Stack Web Developer Certificate. During the 8-month program, I would have been able to learn various skills, particularly front-end development, back-end development, user interface design, and various programming languages. As part of the course, we were required to create a prototype of a user interface based on our choice. Now, when I was a student at CSEC and CAPE, I realized that there was a problem within our education system where students weren't able to access past papers and resources to prepare for their exams. So having that knowledge and the problem, I decided to create a prototype based on that. And in the course, I utilized Figma to develop the prototype, which essentially turned out to be a web application platform that I eventually launched a few months ago. So the platform is live on the internet, and I'll just give you a demo of what.
So you've already launched your product,
Yes, it was launched.
and you have people signing up.
Yeah, there's 493 registered devices on the platform, and that was about 2 months ago. So essentially, with this app, the students can then access past papers by clicking the quiz zone. Then they'll basically select a subject. So for instance, let's say we're doing NGSA science. They can then click to a particular syllabus objective, and then they'll be taken to the screen that allows
So you
them
broke
to.
it down by syllabus, by topics.
Yes. So they could then play the quiz. It will provide them with a feedback, and at the end of the quiz, they will have a feedback in terms of their performance. They will have the option to review their answers, and the feedback is provided. In addition to that, the platform also has study notes, so they could go to the Fun and Learn section, select a particular subject, and it's designed based on the syllabus objective again, as outlined here. They'll access the study notes, and basically it will help them to prepare for their exams. The concept behind this was to create a gamified experience for students. It simply means that they could practice with their friends, and it requires them to select a particular level, and then from that they'll be able to play with each other. There is also the app itself, which should be available in the Play Store and the App Store by the end of next year, because it just requires a bit more coding based on the languages that these platforms will accept, and it will be, well, currently it's on the web, so you'll just have to type in extraprep.com and the user will essentially be able to access it. Thank you. This has been the end of my presentation, and I would like to extend sincere gratitude to the program facilitators, in particularly His Excellent Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali and the team behind the One Guyana Digital Initiative, because at the end of the day, it can give you skills which you can then use to solve a particular problem, which can then be a solution to help our country go forward.
Great. I want you guys to think about much more than Guyana, because some of these apps are replicable, they can be replicated and relevant for the entire Caribbean. And we're going to ensure that we help to support. The next phase is to support you guys to go to all the markets. So although they will be finding jobs for you and helping you, we also will be helping you regionally. And I want you to know that you are really the trailblazer, because as trailblazers, you have allowed us to take this to the rest of the Caribbean. And this demonstration today will encourage young people all across Guyana and in the region. And that is why we have the media here too. They will help us to take this out. We want this to really bring young people in, and I hope to motivate a lot of young people to be a part of this experience and development. and also you get an international certification that is priceless, right? Next.
Next.
Who's next?
Don't be shy, guys. Come.
We have the shy ones? No. Come on, guys.
Come on.
Has to be one from the back. Who's going?
Who's next? Who's next? All right. Take it there. Make it.
Excellent. Which region you're from?
Region 4.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Daniel Maswiki, and I would have recently completed the full stack developer program at Toronto Metropolitan University. So today I'll be presenting on two of my projects. One of them being the final project for the full stack developer course. So this is a website for a local business named Anime Hub, situated in Berbice. Now, it's a simple one-page website. I won't bore you too much with the technical details with the backend and so on, but the backend was made using Python Flask, a Python Flask framework, and the front end was made using cascading style sheets, HTML, JavaScript, and this is a Bootstrap template. Now, I'll give you a quick demonstration of the website. So as you can see, when you load the website, you can see the logo. There are some quick links on the top of this navigation bar for order, about, contact. Now, and there's also this advertisement banner. Now, I'll quickly demonstrate, place an order here for demonstration purposes. So let's say, we enter our full name. We can enter our address, let's say 478 Lamaha Street. And we can choose which continent we want the shipping to. I'll include Caribbean, just for fun. Enter our email address. And our phone number. And here at the bottom we have some packages that we can select. So we can select any one of these and click on submit. And it will show at the bottom that the order has been placed, and it will give the price of the package and the shipping price. So depending on which region you select, there are different shipping prices for each region. So it will add the price to whichever package you select. So if you just go to the database here, sorry, let me see one.
And it's also track who order what, because both of you do the same. This is actually a popular business in Barbados. Okay.
Yes.
Because one of the things I'm thinking here right now is even in our healthcare system, when you have a central agency that does delivery, like the Drug One, you can have all these health centers connected to the Drug One. You place your order, you can track what your order is, and the order is delivered. So it can even be, replicated, modified and replicated even for government services, even for the local media advertisements and so on, packages, bank packages and so on. So, yeah, that's why you mentioned scalability. Oh, she's part of the course. Okay.
Alright, so if you look in the database, we can see our order has been placed at the bottom here with my
That's a
name,
good
my package.
question though. You had a lot of like small businesses people in the course who own small businesses. You were part of the course too?
Yes, I completed mine as well.
What, I hope you demonstrate something that you know for me to use. All right.
Yeah. So if you look in the database, we can see that our order has been placed. We can see our name, the address, the region, email, phone number, our package number, and the total price. And more importantly, we have an ID, a special ID for each order placed. So sorry, my laptop's waiting. Sorry, my virtual box is given a small issue here. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright, sorry about that. So, and after the order page, we have an about with quick links here that will open in a new tab for the social accounts for this business. We have a contact me, and we have more information about this business. So this is my project. This is my full stack developer final project. I'll now move on to my next project, for which is my final project for user experience. Now, the name of this app is Tutor Hub, and this app, the function of this app is to create a centralized space for students and tutors in Guyana to connect with each other. The main purpose is for it's a centralized space where tutors can list their lessons and students can browse and book sessions with these tutors. Now, if you've written CSEC or KB4, you may have did lessons before, and most of the times you would find out about these lessons probably from word of mouth or social media accounts such as Facebook. So this app aims to solve this problem. Okay, so I'll do a quick demonstration of the app. This is the login screen. Now we can sign in with any of these social accounts here, Google, Facebook, Apple, or we can enter our credentials and log in. This will take us to the home page. Now if you don't have an account, then you can sign up by clicking on the sign up link. You can select whether you're a student or a tutor. And in this case, I'll demonstrate as a student and hit sign up. Now I should mention that this app will be integrated with a learning management system called Moodle. So if you've ever been to the University of Guyana, they also use this same learning management system. So once you create, if you're a first-time user and you create an account with this app, you will be emailed the credentials to log in in this learning management system. Now, so this is the home screen. Now we have popular courses here, which you can scroll. We can also browse courses here. We have this category bar on top. Now, let's say we also have the cart icon here, search bar. If we click on this hamburger menu, these three lines, we have the user profile, and we have other quick links to some other pages. Now, I'll go to the categories page because this is an important page. Here you can filter subjects based on their subject, the duration, availability, the price range, the stream of the subject, and the level. When you click on search, here the results will pop up that match the selected filters that you applied. You can also sort the results using this drop-down menu here. Now let's click on mathematics here for demonstration purposes. Here we have more detailed information about this course. We have the description, what students will learn, etc. We have a ratings here. If you scroll down, you'll see the ratings for this app. If you click on write a review, we can write a review for this course, which is important, and post this review. We can also add this course to cart by clicking on this button. Now if you want to view courses, you click on this cart icon. It will show us courses that are in this, that we've added to cart. It will show us the total price. Now if you click proceed to checkout, here we can pay with these three payment providers: PayPal, debit, credit card, or MMG, because this is a local payment provider. So many Guyanese use MMG. And once you hit proceed to confirm, it will show you, it will give you the payment details of your transaction. And here you can view courses, and here's where you would log into your Moodle LMS account using your credentials that would be emailed to you. Now, this app is also made for tutors to host their websites. So it's to host their courses. Sorry. So similarly to it's similar to use as the user flow to the students, with the exception that you have some extra privileges being a tutor in this course. So let's go to the student profile. Here we can click on My Courses, and you can see here we have the courses that this tutor would have created. We can add a new course, and here we can add credentials to create this course and click on the Create Course button. We can sort these courses using the Sort drop down here. We can click on a course here. This will take you to the Moodle Learning Management System, where you can further create the course there, add your course material and whatnot. And you can also edit this course listing by clicking on this edit button here. Right. So, yeah. So that's that is my second project of Tutor Hub. Now, I want to thank you, Your Excellency, Toronto Metropolitan University, the government of Guyana, and the government of Canada for giving me this opportunity, allowing me to be a part of this opportunity. The course, my experience with this course, it was hard because I was also balancing an engineer. I'm also a third year engineering student, so I had to balance that course with this. But in the end, I've managed. I want to say a big thank you to the instructors of the course, because they were very patient with us. They were always ready to help when we needed assistance. Yeah, big thanks to the instructors. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you.
You know, we're doing sometime in the end of January, before the end of January, we're launching in Guyana the first digital school, Guyana Digital School. But it will really be the Caribbean Digital School. So we're working with softwares from software developer, a whole team out of India. We're now migrating everything digitally. So every citizen, not even young people, every citizen can register. You can go back to school. So this we can introduce it to the guys, so that these softwares also can be integrated with tutorship and so on. Because, for example, the entire Caribbean, they're looking to find the best mathematics tutors and English and so on, so that these applications can become very relevant. You know.
Yeah. Thank you for your feedback.
Next. Very good. Which region are you from?
Region 4. Good morning, everyone. His Excellency, Honorable Ministers.
Next person, please. Huh? Copy the freeze.
Credits. Find out the total credits and how much. Find out the total credits and how much this costs.
So we got the marker.
Okay, good day everyone. My name is Jalen Maltuki. And before I begin, I would like to thank His Excellency, esteemed ministers, One Guyana Digital, the Government of Guyana, the Government of Canada, and Toronto Metropolitan University for giving me this opportunity to gather the skills necessary to be a full stack developer. So throughout the course, each subject we were given a project. And from these, I selected to present on 3 of these. The first project that I will be presenting on is from the Python programming class, which was one of the first classes we were given in our program. So in this project, we were tasked with finding a data set. And from the data set, we had to use our Python skills as well as various libraries to analyze this data set and come up with conclusions based from it. And from that, I decided on using the worldwide COVID-19 data set, which is from Kaggle. The reason for this is because COVID-19 is a pandemic which has affected all of us very badly, and everyone is very aware of it. So with that, I wanted to do a data set that everyone can be accustomed with. So the basics of this, we use Python as well as other various libraries such as matplotlib and numpy to analyze the data set and come up with various visualization as well as come up with a final conclusion for the project. So about the data set, it was compiled from information from the World Meters page, and it has all information of COVID-19 throughout the world up to September 14th of 2023. We have an overview of the data set as well as the various graphs. Now these graphs are demonstrating the different information inside of that data set. So the first one we basically separated all the data sets into graphs, and each graph will represent something about the data set. For example, this one is shown by fatality rate. Now of course you can't show all 190 something countries, so I chose to do the top 20 but worst and best countries by fatality rate. So here we have the graph with those from the countries with the lowest fatality and those with the highest fatality, with Yemen having the highest per population. We also have various scatter plots that are plotted based from the total test to the amount of total cases done, with the larger circles representing the more amount of cases as well as the population. Now from these graphs, most of these graphs you will notice a similar trend, whereas the amount of cases increase, the amount of testing done, the amount of cases will increase, which would make sense as more testing allows for the country to detect more persons with the virus, and as such, the increase in tests will increase the total amount of cases. Furthermore, we have the active cases by the total recovered. Again, as more persons contract the virus, they will have an increase in persons who will recover from that virus. As well as the death rates. It's similar. As an increase in the cases, it will cause an increase in the deaths per population. And then throughout we have different graphs that display the different information, such as the total amount of tests done by country to the total cases. And we also have a heat map which demonstrates the correlation between all of the different information. So for example, we can see that an increase in the total cases will cause an increase in the total recovered as well as the total that died. And also we have other graphs that would represent the basic trend of the actual virus. Now this analysis would allow, in the time that during the virus, it would allow analysts to determine a strategy or different methods in ways of hoping to reduce the amount of persons contracted with the virus, as well as finding ways to ensure that persons with the virus recover from it quickly. Now, that is the first project, which was in the first semester. The second subject in that semester, we were tasked with creating a interactive prototype or a demo of an app of choice. So for this app, I chose to create a dealership app. Now, this app basically allows local individuals as well as other businesses to basically register their vehicles online onto the app to allow them to be viewed to the public easier, to allow for better sales. So of course, we have our login or sign up screen where users can select to either log in or to either sign up. if the user was to log in, they would be carried to the home screen where they would be shown the popular brand as well as special offers offered by the app, where they can also browse between the various categories. So say someone is looking to buy a sports car in the Porsche category, they will be shown the various cars in their region from the local suppliers, and from there they can view all the various information of that vehicle as well as view images of it, and they can place an order, which of course would then be shown inside of the order screen. Now here they would show just the basic information as we want to reserve space, because persons may want to order multiple vehicles, and to have too much information displayed on the screen would make it hard to actually view. We also have a setting screen as well as a profile screen, that is the basic functionality of the AutoVault app. Now for my final project for this semester, I have created an app called Gig Connect. Now Gig Connect is an app that is meant to be for the local Guyanese market, to allow local freelancers as well as individuals who wish to showcase their skills to the public to put themselves out there, and allow clients who are looking for these persons with these technical skills and to basically hire them in order and allow for smoother transaction in terms of actually hiring someone or finding a job. So from the login screen, the user can choose to log in or log in with different socials, or if they can't, they can sign up, or if they have trouble, they can contact the help desk. So if they were to log in, they will be carried to the home screen, where they will be able to browse the freelancers based by category, or if they wish, to browse by the job. So for example, a client will be looking in the freelancers category, where they will be looking for various individuals with the skills they want for a specific job. Whereas if you are a freelancer looking for clients, you would have to browse jobs where clients would put out a job that they are looking for a freelancer to do. So from there, they can view their profile, where they can also edit their profile. And also from that, they can browse various job categories. So for example, say I wish to browse IT. And from there, you will be greeted with this screen. This screen would show you all the available freelancers in your area or on overseas, depending on how you set up your account, as well as different jobs listed by clients if you are a freelancer looking to find a job. You also can filter between these searches, so you can filter for just the specific needs that you wish. So for example, if you were to filter for just computer science and you wish for someone who would conduct just a small job and they would look for a certain amount of salary. So now we say we want to hire Mary Jane. Now she is from the US with a 99% job success, and she's a graphic designer. So for example, you may want to hire her because you wish to create a banner for a project or for a YouTube channel. So from here, you will be able to view various stuff such as the amount of money they've earned so far, the jobs completed, how many hours they've inputted into their career, as well as their job success. So their job success will just allow you to know how good they are at their job and how efficient they are at it. They also will be given a brief description of what they have to offer, as well as ratings, their portfolio, as well as any work in progress. So if someone was to book a consultation for this person, they'll be carried to a consultation form where they would have to fill in the various information, select which payment methods they would choose, as well as the skills they have, whether it's data entry, AutoCAD, or whatnot, as well as the project size. So determining if your project is big or small, you'll have to select it so that during the consultation phase after the form is sent, both you and the freelancer will be able to communicate on how you wish to get things done. Now once you've done that, you'll be sent to the consultation, basically the confirmation screen where you confirm it. Now aside from that, we have the messages screen. Now here is where you will be able to access all the individuals that you have worked with, where you would be able to contact them. So for example, if you have sent a consultation form and now they have reached out back to you, you will be able to communicate with them in the app in order to set up various plans such as the timings you wish them to work, the amount of hours, the payment, and as well as any job details or feedback. And also from that, if a job is completed, and you will be greeted with this screen telling you the job is done,
you'll be able to add a review. Now, I've made a review system to where you'd only be able to add reviews for jobs that you have completed with the person to allow for more credibility and to allow other users who view that person to know that this person has worked with the other and this is the review that they've gotten. So once they've added a review, it would display in the rating on their actual information screen. And also, if you are, now the current setup of this app is logged in with a client account. So as a client, you will be able to view your dashboard, where in this dashboard, you will be able to do stuff such as add jobs, view the current job post that you have uploaded, as well as various contracts that you have with other freelancers or clients. Now, if this client wishes to add a job as they need a skilled technical person to complete it, they will be carried to this form where they will be able to select all the various information that they wish to have, as well as attach any file, and once done, they would review the job to make sure that what they've uploaded is correct, and then post the job where you'll be told that with a notification that the job is uploaded and it will be highlighted for you. And with that, this is the final project for this one, this term, which hopes to improve the lives and the hireability of freelancers and clients, making the hiring process as well as allowing local freelancers in the Guyanese market to allow themselves to be out in open more. So rather than relying on word of mouth or social media, they have a centralized platform where they can do all this. And that will come to the end of my presentation. Once again, I'd like to thank His Excellency, ministers, as well as the One Guyana Digital, the government of Guyana, the government of Canada, and Toronto Metropolitan University for giving me this opportunity to harness my skills in full stack development. Thank you.
All right, esteemed guests, honorable president, and everyone here, I am delighted today to present my app to you. But before I present my app, I have a full-time job, and these studies were extremely challenging. But I must thank the president and the government of Guyana, and also One Guyana Digital to give me this opportunity to pursue this course. Having done CSS and web design before, knowing that it was static and knowing that with this course, teach me the all-round package, everything to make a website functional, to work with hundreds of thousands of database and all these different things has really helped me to have an all-round knowledge of creating amazing things to make people's life better. And that is one of the things that our professor would have said to us. When you create an app, or the code that you do is to make people's life better, make your country better. And that is what really inspired me, and that is what I want to use my app and everything that I do to better my country and to better the people of my country. What inspired me with this app is to know that sometimes we have elderly folks that are home alone, or they might be in far remote region in Guyana, and they may desire, or they may have an emergency and they might not get help. My app aims to assist them, to be a companion to them, to help them in an event of emergency. They can, with a click of a button, they can get help from the 911 emergency. They can alert their relatives and any other person that they wish to desire to help. So this app here, the aim is to have emergency respond to any event of an emergency, or let's say that folk or that person is doing chores and they may fell, or they may have a little slight accident. The app will monitor, or it has motion sensor ability to monitor their motion, and if there's any slight off that way of normal movement, it will alert the authority, it will alert 911 and so on about that. So the app is it's called My Guardian, and it's a companion for health and safety for every individual in Guyana, especially our senior folks. And what really inspired me also is to see that I've heard of cases where elderly folks lived alone, and for some reason, no one have found out about them after 4 or 5 days. They died in their home or something of that sort. So this app aims to help each and every one of them. With a press of a button, they can alert their relative and they can alert their the emergency 911. Stay safe, stay connected. The onboarding screen, and basically connect with your care team. Also, you will have assistance from your care team, your login details, and what we do, because we know it will be an app for elderly folks, we don't want to make it too complicated. We want to make it as simple as possible so that they can be guided and they can operate the app in a seamless way. So this is the home screen with the emergency button right at the top, and it will show you the amount of alerts that they have on the left, and then the countdown to the alert. Not only that, when you click the alert button, you will have a chance to either cancel the alert or go through with the alert, which will be like a activation process to help each and every one. We will also, the app also aims to log your health logs, medical reminders, like if you have to take any medications and so on. This app will alert you on that. Daily check-ins, like, you know, if with the wearable device, syncing with the wearable device, if you have like your heart is not beating the way it is, and your blood pressure is out of whack, this app here will remind you that you need to take a reading. And what the app will do also is to send this information to your personal physician or doctor, so they can be alerted also if by chance it's out of order. So it will test your heart rate, your blood pressure, and so on. This is the screen here. Once you press the emergency button, you will come to the screen. You will have a chance to press and hold to cancel, recall the alert, press the cancel, and you can also get connected directly to the help center. This is the screen that will monitor your heart. Also, you can add, your doctor can also add reading from your heart, from your last visit, and so on. And here you will have your medication reminder. It will remind you of the medication that you would have taken for the day, and the one that is outstanding, and the time that you need to take them. This will also alert you on that. And here, daily check-in, it will give you a snapshot of your daily settings, basically your blood pressure and so on, your blood sugar and so on. Also here, this will give you your actual reading with a timestamp of the actual time they took the reading of your blood pressure. Will give you an overall view here. This is your heart rate screen, and then your blood sugar, and then also what I also know for sure is because of our society now moving to a more fitness-oriented, exercising and so on, burning calorie. I implement this here also. This here will, with your syncable device, you will be able to monitor the amount of calorie by the amount of movement, walk, riding, whatever you do, swimming. It will be able to monitor the amount of calorie that you burn for the day and how much more you need to go for the rest of the day. So this also will do that. Health reminders, and then you will have contact with your personal doctors. And you will also be able to have or chat. If you are not able to call your doctor, you can also have instant messaging. You can chat with them also. And you will have upcoming reminders. And also your local pharmacy. It will give you location for your local pharmacy. And I will also incorporate Google to give you directions to get to your pharmacy if that's the case. And also your medical records. It will analyze your medical records and have your vaccination, etc. Data in here. And also payment method. You have the chance to add payment methods within the app. and that is my app. But I want to say that not only this app I would have learned, I have learned with the Anime Hub, as my colleague present also. That also, I was able to do that and some other project, data visualization and so on. So I'm privileged, and I count it as a great opportunity for me to expand. And not only that, using the skill that I've gained here, I know for sure that I will be a great, inspiration to everyone, and also to create some cool app that will help my country, Guyana. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And you should go and present it also to the private hospitals and doctors. That's it? All right. I see.
So thank you very much, Mr. President, and my cabinet colleague and colleagues from government, and most importantly, the trainees of this training program. I have the privilege of working very closely with President Ali, and I see every day how concerned he is, literally every day and literally every hour of every day, how concerned our president, your president, is about creating opportunities for every single Guyanese citizen, and in particular for young Guyanese people. I see that I have the privilege of seeing our president do this every single day. And for me, it really is a very gratifying moment to see in such a full display how our president's efforts translate in very real and tangible results. I think we saw that on display today in a practical, realistic way. Because what you demonstrated here is what can be achieved once the opportunity is created. We saw young Guyanese people. I don't know what your level of technological proficiency was individually when you went into the training program. But what was evident is that having completed the training program, every single one of you has a level of technological capability that many people can't even conceptualize in Guyana. We hear about great apps being developed around the world. We hear about apps like Uber, we hear about apps like Facebook and social media platforms. And many of these were really developed by young students working in a garage somewhere, or in their parents' home, or in their student room at university. Many of these apps that today are global billion-dollar enterprises were developed by young teenagers or young adults, literally applying their own creativity, their own technical skills, developing something that met a particular need that they perceived, testing it with their friends, finding opportunities to refine it, and then growing it into what today, in many cases, have become global brands that we recognize. And we saw this morning a demonstration of what can be achieved in terms of acquisition of technical skills with the opportunity that President Ali has created through this initiative. But what you have acquired is not only technical skills. Obviously, you learn programming languages and database management and other tools, technical IT-based tools. But what I saw too is the fact that you have also learned the ability to identify problems or identify issues that could be developed, that could be addressed by a technological solution. Because successful apps that will have a national or a global footprint require not only the technical skills how to write a good program, but the ability to spot an opportunity. What is the problem that I'm trying to solve? And how can I solve that problem with a technological solution? Conceptualizing the problem and the solution even before we start to write, use the programming language, etc. And we saw that too, because each one of you defined the problem and then defined the solution and displayed a world-class app, looked like any other app that I would find in the App Store, looked like any other website that I would find anywhere on the internet, done by Guyanese, young Guyanese people. And so, Mr. President, I really felt proud today to see the results of an initiative that I had the privilege of being next to you when you conceptualized it. I really, really feel proud when I saw the results of this first batch. It made me, you know, Minister Parag and myself have been, and others in government have been promoting the program. But it made me feel like going out there and saying every young person should do this program when I saw what was possible. The President said it earlier, you should be thinking not only about what jobs you can get, each one of you now is a website developer potentially and an app developer in your own right. You have the skills now to develop apps and develop websites and develop other IT solutions to solve any problem that you can conceptualize. And I want to urge you to think about yourself in that perspective. It may be Anime Hub website today, but that is a shop front that could be applied for any business. It may be patient management today, but that could apply to any sort of application that requires constant monitoring and feedback from people. Same with the Tutor Hub, etc. And so I'm really, really impressed by what you've achieved, and in particular, I'm really gratified, Mr. President, to see how your idea that you conceptualized, I mean, for me, it really is a demonstration of presidential vision being translated into real achievements. I've heard my president say on many occasions that we live in the age of opportunity. I've heard him say on many occasions that we live in the age, in Guyana today, we live in the age of opportunity, and we live in the age of unlimited possibilities. And I think we saw that live and direct today by what you have achieved. So I want to congratulate all of you on successful completion of the program. I want to urge you to use your skills now to make IT entrepreneurs of yourselves and or employed persons if you want to get a job, but each one of you is a potential IT entrepreneur, and you should think about how you can go out there and market your skills. I want to place on record my appreciation for the work that was done by the technical team that has been working with us on the Canadian side. I want also to place on record my appreciation of the support that we received from the Government of Canada. The Government of Canada has, of course, been a generous partner in this process. And in particular, I want to salute you, Mr. President, for you have demonstrated bold vision across the entire spectrum of national life. We saw today a demonstration of how that bold vision can be translated into real and tangible things. We saw a really fantastic demonstration of that. So I want to thank you too, in particular, Mr. President, for your vision and the results that we're achieving through this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. So, His Excellency, as well as my minister colleague, Minister Dr. Ashley Singh, and before I even congratulate you, I would like to also thank the President for the opportunity that he has given me as the former Minister of Public Service to be integrally involved in this particular program. And I would also like to thank Minister Ashley, we worked as a team, as well as the One Guyana digital team to get and pull this off in a short space of time, as His Excellency said earlier. Then I would like to congratulate all of you. There are many beautiful reasons. There are many reasons why this program is beautiful. And when His Excellency put his vision to us and what the initiative and what he wanted out of this, I guess it's like building a house. You have your design and you know what the end result is supposed to be. When you are building your home, there are so much that you have to do that you're in the moment doing it. And as I sit here, I am not only proud, but I'm extremely satisfied and impressed with the results that being successful with this program. Also, the fact that what we wanted out of this program for you was that you get quality skills, was the quality of the skills as well, so that you would be able to what His Excellency, and you know, this is something that I admire very much. It is the President's vision to have young people develop, take an interest in themselves, so that we can have our most valuable asset, which is our human resource, develop in this country. And so the opportunities that have been presented have been geared towards ensuring that you develop not only with yourself, but ensure that nationally you contribute. So I'm very impressed because you have you have actually seen yourself as being placed in the future of this country, and as the President said, now you can think wider, as in the wider Caribbean region. And you have used what you have learned in the most creative and most relevant ways for the future of Guyana. You have worked in the realm of the health sector, in the waste management sector, which is also now very relevant where I am, and you have in the business sector. And you not only looked at it as a job opportunity in a private sector office or in a public sector office, but you've actually taken it upon yourselves to invest in your own entrepreneur, self-employed, which is fantastic, because we really wanted you to be able to have all of these opportunities available to you. All of these available to you. And one of the best things about this is that the President promised and committed to ensuring that there was job creation for young people, the opportunity to have an income, earn an income. And one of the unique things about this program is that it leads you straight to that. It gets you to that point. And if it's one thing I know about the President, and I think the entire country and maybe the Caribbean region, the world at large is coming to realize, is that he doesn't just engineer something. He ensures that it comes to completion and there are tangible results. And so I'm truly impressed. I think that he will be able to inspire so many other young people, and you are just a fraction of the country. I really want to see all of our people, of our young people, get on board from the various regions, and I'm sure we do have from other regions. But I'm extremely proud of what you have presented here today. I know the President is too, and it makes us feel like we are actually doing something that is meaningful to you and has that impact. So thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
So this is just a sample of the 500 in the cohort. So Tia, you want to say a few words on the next steps?
Next steps would be, I know that Mark is not here, but it would be they're going to be prepped for job placements and resume building and all of that stuff, and there will be a graduation where you'll get your certificate, and then you'll land jobs. Next step.
So the coaching will begin. That is preparing you for the interviews. So this is the beauty about the program. After the certification, it then goes into working with you to building your CVs. Then it gives you the coaching for the interviews. Then it lands you the interviews, and then it delivers you the jobs. And of course, you have the opportunity also to go on your own and be all that you can be. So I want you to encourage others also to be a part of the program. We are now trying to recruit another 1,000 to be a part of the program. And as more persons get access to the internet, but maybe one of you, I know we have someone who will be taking information from you so that you can be the testimonials of other persons, but maybe one of you can just briefly say what person should expect on the program, and very briefly in your summary, the journey from the time you got registered, how it went. Who would want to demonstrate it? Which one of you? Any one of you? Go ahead.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Anybody.
You're helping the others, the other young people too.
Alright, so yes, so basically, getting into the course was a breeze. At first, I thought I wouldn't be accepted, but after a few weeks, I realized I received my confirmation message that I was accepted into the course. I was beyond happy. Course started right away, and I figured it's something that I don't know about. I had experience with it when I did CSEC for information technology, but that's about it that I had. Went into it basically blindly, didn't know what I was doing, but the mentors, the teachers, everything has been extremely, extremely helpful. All the teachers were patient, they were kind, they were always there to help. Like I can reference a situation, one of my professors, I was having issues with my code, and I sent him a message, and he said, okay, go ahead and load up the Zoom meeting right now, I'll help you. Which wasn't a part of any class, nor his time. He took that on himself to go ahead and help me do that. I figured out my code, and then the journey after has been smooth because I learned what I had to do, how to do it. They gave us tons and tons of resources. My colleagues can attest to that. We all have so much information that can be useful throughout. We have access to something called a virtual machine, which is like a computer inside of our computer that we use to build the websites that you've seen earlier. So we have access to that for life. It's basically ours, given to us by a lecturer from that university.
Beautiful.
And the entire journey after has been smooth. Just some late nights trying to get my projects completed, but nevertheless, hard work pays off.
Excellent.
And but you have to also tell them the commitment that is required. So
Yes.
don't make it sound only like the breeze. Tell them the hours
Yeah,
you have to put in.
definitely. The hours, like one specific scenario, I had a next professor. He used to receive emails from me at 4 a.m. 2, 4, 5 a.m. He'd see emails from
Not
me.
5:30.
5, yeah. Yeah.
Even
and-
5:30.
And he'd see so much documents. The last project I submitted was 70 pages, right? My app has over 30 screens on it. So when he saw that, he was like, why are you working so late? Like, it's not so much that you have to do. And I said, even though it wasn't required or stipulated that I spend so much hours on it, I wanted to do it. I put my time into it because it helped me, help myself, achieve good grades, and have a really good project to show.
Great. Excellent. You got the information on the credits? Give it to me.
I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. So I just want to tell you, and that you will see how important this is when you see where it will be replicated, right? So, you did? Okay. So the One Guyana Digital, the certification program, the course has 6 credits. It's a diploma program, and if you had to get a degree, so this course was condensed into 6 to 8 months, right? From a 3-year program. So just imagine what you've been able to accomplish. That is why you had to put the hours into it. All right? So it asks for this. This is not just 8 months. This is where they took content from 3 years and condensed it. Right? So the normal students, that's why you should feel very special. It was specially designed and built for us here. Yes.
Even we were only given 2 days a week to do the 10 classes. We had enough work to keep us right through 7 days on Yeah, it felt like I was doing something every day for school, even though it was just 2 weeks.
You're at Guyana University full time.
And what was the average hours you put in for every day if you had to work it out?
Daily basically like 7 to 8 hours.
At least 8 hours.
Right.
So that is what I want people to understand too, because we had, I will be very frank with you. You know your colleagues. We had a situation where the university called me and said, "Listen, we need to get some of these guys going because they were indisciplined." This is a situation where you have to attend the classes, you have to be on top of the game, and you had a situation where some persons even give excuses that they forgot to charge the computer. I remember those excuses, but it's good for us to discuss some of these challenges too. I don't want people to believe that this is a smooth journey. This requires commitment from you two. So all 500 wrote the exams in the first cohort? 300 wrote the exam.
365, and then the second cohort is 200. So it's just over.
So 365 wrote the exams. And then the second cohort
Yeah,
of
it was nearly 200.
200 plus. They will be writing the exam soon.
Yeah, I think they are completing now.
So they're about to complete, and then we are out now for another,
For the third cohort.
the third cohort. And so you have to help us encourage your fellow Guyanese to use this opportunity, right? And then very soon you'll see it launch in the whole of CARICOM. You'll have colleagues from all of CARICOM being part of it. You know, we said before that our prosperity and whatever we were able to open up, we wanted to be accessible to all of CARICOM. All right, so thank you very much for your time. Very proud of you, very proud of what you've accomplished, and looking forward to hear about your success story as we go forward in the future. Thank you very much.